Welcome back to the channel, guys. Well, today we're doing a video I've been looking forward to for quite some time, and something we've been threatening to do all year really. And it's taken till September for us to get up our asses and get it sorted. In this one we're going to be comparing my R1 to my mate Adam, which you may recognise from some videos, like we go to Cerakote UK and get some bits Cerakoted.
Yeah, or powder coating hypermotard bits.
Adam's done a lot of the powder coating in my projects over the years, so he's a bit of a powder coating expert, and he's also got a rather beautiful 1993 Honda Fireblade. So in this video we're going to compare these two old classics and basically let you know what it's like to ride these old machines compared to all the modern bikes I've been riding recently, and also just to have a bit of fun and just get into a, you know, the season's coming to a close, let's not finish it off with a bit of old school sports bike action. So if that sounds of interest, set yourself down, make yourself comfortable, and Chopsy, roll the intro.
Here we go. You're easy to remember, so hard to forget. That baby is a cowboy strut. How could I not?
So first of all, I'll start on my bike. I have ridden Adam's CBR in the past. We did a sneaky review on that bike, didn't I? A few years, probably 5 years ago now, probably.
Yeah, it's probably longer than we thought, I would imagine.
It's a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll start on the R1. Just riding it here this morning, absolutely loving this bike, absolutely loving it. But it'll be really interesting to see how it compares to the old Blade. So this, I won't say too old, not old Blade, mate, sorry.
I was going to say, yeah, so you talk about the bike or me, old?
The classic Blade, let's call it. Right, let's power her up. Oh, listen to that, listen to it. It's like a sewing machine, this bike, it's so smooth. Well, the R1 and the Fireblade, there's always been that bit of rivalry, hasn't there? There's always been the Blade, there's been the R1, and obviously your Blade, what was it, 94 your Blade, Adam?
93, so 92 and 93 were the twin round headlight ones, then they went to Fox Eye after that.
So yours is the second year of manufacture, is it, your Blade then?
Second year, yeah, the RRP I think it is. I'll have to double check that, apologies if I'm wrong, I should know that.
Well, that's exactly the same as this one. So my R1 is also the second year of manufacture. So it's a 4XV, but a 1999 bike. Obviously it came out in 98. And yours is a 93 then, Ed, or 94, did you say?
1993 mine is.
93. They came out in 92 then, did they?
92 was the first, yeah, the first one. There was nothing like it, and then it came out in 93. It stayed the same, and in 94 it changed to the, I say, the Fox Eye sort of style after that.
So the same bikes really. So the second generation, the second year of manufacture of that original shape and model, I suppose, is what you call it, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, mine's a bit like Trigger's broom, really. It's I've had it for 28 years. It's the same bike, but it's had several paint jobs and bits done to it. But it looks original, sort of.
It looks original. Well, we'll come on to yours in a minute, mate. We're talking about the best bike here, the R1. You know what I mean?
Yeah, mine. Oh, sorry. I thought we just were.
Well, we got to keep that Blade, Fireblade rivalry up, haven't we? Even all this time later, we got to keep it up.
Yeah, I think the R1 wouldn't exist if it weren't for the Blade, which started it all, didn't it?
Can't argue with that, mate. I cannot argue with that. You're right there. So the R1, I bought this, I think it was last year. Did I buy it last year? It might have been the year before, can't remember. The years just fly by, I don't know these days. And I've done a few jobs to it, new clutch, you know, been over the bike and replaced chain and sprockets, tyres, that sort of thing. And had it MOT'd, and I've been absolutely loving riding this round. What I love about it is it's so smooth. It's so smooth and it's so grunty in the bottom end. I was expecting, you know, modern sports bikes are all about the top end scream, aren't they? And there's little consideration really to the drive and the mid-range. Completely different story back when these bikes came out. They were about being as good a road bike as they would be, well, I think more about being good road bikes than track bikes at the time, and that really shows in riding them. But I do find the R1 pretty comfortable. The bars are quite low. As you know, there is a bit of weight on your wrist, but the pegs aren't too bad. This has actually got some Harris rear sets, so whether these are slightly different to what they are standard, I'm not sure. But they're not too, you know, when you pull your legs up onto it, I don't go like, oh god, that final inch. It's easy to get your legs on, but there is a bit of weight on your wrist. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But it's just that drive, that bottom end pull on it is what's so impressive. And because, of course, well, they're both carbed, these bikes. This was before the R1 went fuel injected, but you've got an absolutely, you cannot beat that old school carb fueling. It's almost telepathic. It almost revs before you even thought about it. You don't have any delay.
It's instantaneous, isn't it? It's great.
Instantaneous, yeah, that's it, exactly. And as good as modern fueling is on new bikes, it's much better than it used to be. It's still not as good as what you get when you jump on a car bike. So that doesn't take any getting used to, but it's something you sort of notice straight away, how instant the throttle response is. And smooth as well, you know, there's none of that lag or anything like that, which you can sometimes have. As I've been riding a few new bikes recently, they all feel, you know, even the old bikes feel quite a lot like modern bikes really. Once you put a new fresh set of modern tyres on, it's amazing how much that transforms an older bike. But one thing you can't get away from is just how terrible the brakes are. Absolutely awful on this. Absolutely awful. And of course you've got no ABS, you've got no rider aids, you know, that's the traction control. But apart from that, it feels pretty nice. It feels pretty modern. Come through, mate, let's have a look at the blade. Let's have a look at her. Oh, it sounds nice. It sounds nice with that pipe on.
It's Akrapovic downpipes, and it's a Pipeworks can on it at the moment, because I won't say what I did to the original Akrapovic or I'll get crucified.
Did it involve an angle grinder?
It involved a cutting device, yeah, and I'm sorry to, and I apologise in advance, but it was back when it was acceptable to do that sort of thing, if it ever was acceptable to do that sort of thing, of course.
What I love about that is, yeah, you've got a pipe on it and stuff, but it's all period, isn't it? Or looks period with the, we'll have a good look at Adam's bike in a minute, don't worry, but it's got that period performance exhaust. What I love about my R1 is the fact that it's standard. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I really like the fact it's got the standard pipe on it and it's quiet. It's, you know, but I really like that about it. I don't know why. I mean, look at the size of the exhaust on this. It's massive.
It's a side, but it doesn't look wrong on the bike. It's not, you know, it suits it. It's fine. It's standard. It's as it was when it came out.
And that's it, isn't it? That's what I do actually have a Scorpion end can I could fit on this. It came with the bike. I may try it just to see actually, but I do quite like the fact it makes it almost, it's so smooth, and because it's so quiet, it's sort of almost electric feel to it, almost sort of a locomotive sort of feel to it. As I've just got off the R9, the differences I'm sort of noticing, obviously the brakes are terrible. As I just mentioned, the brakes are awful. But the front end also feels a little bit lazy, I think is the best way to describe it. A bit like the tyre could be a bit underinflated. But apart from that and the brakes, sort of the feel through the suspension, the ride quality is actually really, really good. Very comfortable. I mean, I say I don't know what's happened to the suspension. I've not had it refreshed or anything, so I don't know.
Yeah, service and a setup maybe.
Service and a setup will probably be something worth doing over the winter, but yeah, there's sort of a little bit of a vagueness to the front end, but that's probably just how it is, I would think. You know, there's nothing wrong with it because of it's an old school bike, so the bars are quite tight. You know, modern sports bikes, bars tend to be out a bit more leverage. You know, there's a lack of leverage on the front end, but that's just how they were when this came out. But the drive, the pull from the engine, the way it turns in, I've got Super Corsa tyres on there, some modern rubber, but it's transformed the handling of this bike. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It slides in, it's just a little bit slow to change direction, I suppose. Probably due to the fact the wheels are really heavy, because that is one thing with modern bikes, that the wheel manufacturing processes, the wheels are normally a lot lighter. This has got the old school 3 spokes. There's so much drive and pull, makes a great road bike, an absolutely brilliant road bike. Oh, should we pull over, mate, and have a little swap? You can sample. Have you ever ridden the original R1? Have you ever tried one?
I don't think I ever have. No, I've ridden. My brother-in-law Steve's got a really clean and tidy 2004 R1, and that's lovely. but I've never ridden an original one, so it'll be a first for me.
You've never ridden a carbed one then? It was obviously fuel injected back then, isn't it?
His is fuel injected, yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like compared to this, actually.
Let's have a pull over and have a little swap see then. Is there somewhere to pull over here? Yeah, there is. Perfect timing. God, I love that. I love this bike. I love this bike. Sorry guys, you know, I may not be giving this away now. Here it is. So here is Adam's blade. So what have you done, Adam? So you've got, I can spot, you've done something about those poor brakes I'm talking about. You've put the Hell.
So it's got the full V2 Hell calipers on it. The Hell master cylinder.
Oh yeah.
Hell clutch perch.
Ooh.
All Hell lines and everything like that on it. The rear, Hell didn't make a caliper for the rear, unfortunately, so I've been a bit crafty. I bought a second-hand Fireblade caliper.
Oh.
And I know a very good powder coater, so I took it to work, cleaned it, coated it, and I've made my own mini sort of Hell caliper for the rear.
Hell
So
rear
it looks nice. So yeah, so the brakes are all sorted now with the EBC discs. It's Öhlins shock in the back as well.
Ooh, fancy.
Which is very nice. And most recently was the fork internals that had the Andriani kit installed by Brook Suspension, and that's made a massive difference. So it's suspension's all sorted, and obviously the exhaust, rear sets a Harris like yours. So it's had quite a lot done to it. It was all set up and dynajetted before as well, so it's all set up to run with a straight through system.
It's lovely, mate. Other
than that, it's original. But the seat's the same.
The seat the same.
The seat is the same.
Some
What
other
else have
bits
we
might
got?
be the same.
Yeah, something. A couple of the bolts are the same.
So it's the same. It's the same brake setup with the Hell calipers that I've got on my Hypermotard. So yeah, so it'd be interesting to see what they're like. Were they an improvement? I hope so.
Absolutely massive. It was night and day. I mean, the old Nissin brakes were good. They were fine. They weren't bad. But as soon as I put those on, it was just something else. It was really good. Yeah, massively so. So, and Venhill throttle cables, clutch cables. Yeah, I say there's a couple of original bits on it still.
You've loved this, haven't you? You've loved this machine. It's a passion project for you, this one, isn't it?
I've had it for so long. Like I say, about 28 years I've had that.
Have you had it 28 years?
Yeah.
I never knew you had it that long. Wow.
Yeah, I've had it so long, and it's got so many memories attached to it of friends coming out on the back, and even my mum. She's come out on the back, and my wife, and now my son, and it's part of the family. I couldn't bring myself to ever get rid of it, I don't think.
Yeah.
So
wow. I didn't. How many owners has it got there?
I think it had 2 before me.
Right.
And that's I'm the third owner. So it's about 45,000 miles on it. The clock's got changed. So that add what was on the previous ones. It's about 45,000 miles, something like that.
Wow. I never knew you had it that long, mate. That's really lovely, isn't it? To own a bike that long. I can't imagine.
It's part of the family. Yeah, it nearly went once. I nearly sold it once, and the guy didn't turn up, and I'm glad he didn't, because I regretted it every day.
Yeah,
so it's
wow.
I love it. It's still, even riding the new bikes, the M1000RR and stuff like that. I still get a massive smile every time I get on that.
Yeah,
it's nice. And it sparks a conversation. When you park up, people come and go, "Oh, look at that! Look, a kind of original old Fireblade."
No pressure then for me riding it. No pressure. Don't come off.
Yeah.
Don't come off it.
I'll be watching you very closely.
You better go front, mate, for that reason. I'll keep the wheelies to a minimum.
Hey, calm down.
I'm jumping on it. It feels completely different straight away. And the front seems really high. The bars seem really high. I know we're on a bit of a slope here, but the bars seem really high on it, and the pegs are really high as well. Much more further forward than what they are on the R1.
It was always very aggressive, that that sort of position. It kind of softened off a little bit as they got older.
Because I had a 98 and that was much softer, wasn't it? That was sort of called a bit of a touring blade, wasn't it, that one? Because they softened off all the ergonomics. It's definitely more racy than my one. And the R1. Oh yeah! This sounds wonderful!
It's a lovely, on the overrun when you shut the throttle, it's you get some lovely popping and banging, stuff like that. It's great.
This is much more comfortable than my R1. I mean the leg position's a bit higher, but the bar position, the bars are closer to you. There's less of a stretch to the bars, I think. It feels a bit more dumpy. It feels a bit shorter, the wheelbase on this, possibly.
It could be, yeah. I mean, it's a shame we couldn't have ridden it straight after I had all the suspension work done, because that's when you notice the massive difference.
God, the brakes are really good, aren't they? Try the brakes on the R1. Try the brakes on the R1.
Christ, yeah. Well, they're there, aren't they?
You better familiarise yourself with the rear brake, let's put it that way.
Is there one?
It's there somewhere, just keep pushing.
Yeah, that's nearly as bad as my Aprilia when I got that sorted out.
Oh. So he's been on at 5 minutes and he's slagging it off already, ladies and gentlemen. Outrageous.
It's nothing that can't be sorted, I'm sure it isn't.
Nothing that can't be sorted. Yeah, this I love the dash on this. I love the dash. I know you've got an analogue rev counter on that, but it's proper old school on it. It's like an old World War II fighter jet. I love it.
It sounds a bit like it as well when you wind it up.
It's amazing how different they feel, isn't it? Don't they feel different?
For me, riding position feels similar. I feel a little bit higher up on this, strangely, but
yeah, it seems like the rear's really low on this, doesn't it? And the bar, you're sort of sat. I feel like I'm sat in this. You feel like you're sat on the R1.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when all the suspension work was done on that, we ended up buying an inclinometer so I could set the rake up.
Yeah.
To make sure it was exactly as it was supposed to be. So it's it might need, after you, mate, go on.
You got a little bit anal with all that, didn't you? You got a little bit carried away, didn't you?
Well, yeah, maybe just a little bit. Beforehand, it was very, very front focused. I think it was almost too high at the rear originally.
These have always been known for their front end, haven't they? Because these run the 16-inch front wheel. This is something
that's right.
Honda brought out, obviously, for a smaller wheel means a lighter wheel. Means quicker changes of direction, and you can feel that compared to the R1. It feels much lazier, the R1, I have to say, on the front end.
It does a little bit, actually, doesn't it?
And the fact that the bars are a bit closer to you, it feels like you could put a bit more lever pressure through them. They're a bit further away. Yeah, this is very nice, mate. It definitely wants to tip in a bit more, but easier. It's definitely shorter. The wheelbase is definitely shorter. It wants to just lay on its side, doesn't it?
Yeah, I see what you mean about this. It does feel a bit... The front does feel a bit odd, doesn't it? It takes a bit of getting used to. But you say, that could be a setup thing, I think.
It could be. Yeah, this just lovely goes into the corner. Lovely bit of mid-range as well. Sounds absolutely lovely.
Well, the other thing is the gearing's been changed on that, so it's down a tooth on the front and up two on the back.
Is it? Okay. Yeah, the brakes make it, don't they? Your brakes absolutely make it.
It gives you confidence, doesn't it?
If you know you're going to struggle to stop, it's amazing how much that slows you down on a bike.
Or not, as the case may be.
Yeah. When you know you've got good brakes, it does enough make you push a little bit harder. There's plenty of support in there. Those forks are really nice. Watch this guy, he's going to try and kill both of us.
Oh my god.
When you go on the brakes quite hard, there's not that much, it's quite good support from the front, isn't it, with that cartridge kit.
My mate Paul came round and he set it all up with me when I got everything in and measured it all out and wrote it all out. He's very good at that sort of stuff.
Yeah, this is nice, mate. This is really nice. Doesn't feel like an old bike in any way. Once that brakes, this is what I said, you know, this is the biggest thing you notice of riding old bikes, is the brakes feel terrible compared to modern stuff. Well, this has just given this bike the modern feel brakes, and it's transformed it. It no longer feels like an old bike.
It's strange, isn't it, how it makes a difference. I mean, having said that, I mean, now I'm getting a little bit more into this, it does feel really good.
It feels plush, doesn't it, the suspension? I mean, so does this, to be honest. This does as well. It just sort of glides over the bumps. This isn't an extreme position on this. I think I could ride like this for quite some time. This is easier on the wrist than the R1 for certain.
To be fair to the R1, given that the Fireblade's had all that work done to it, the suspension and brake stuff, this does feel really good.
Come past, mate. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at it.
I think they look great on the road together, don't they?
Oh, they look brilliant, don't they? Look at them. Wow. Old school motorcycling, eh? You can't beat it.
I could ride this stuff all day. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks good, the R1, doesn't it? From the back, it looks really cool.
I must admit, they got the styling just right on this. It makes the Fireblade look quite chunky, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. How do you think it feels like the pickup on the throttle and stuff compared to this? Give it a little bit of welly coming out some of the corners and see what you think.
Is this stock gearing on here?
Yeah, I think it's absolutely. I think it's stock. There's a bit more grunt, I think. Obviously, it's a bigger capacity, isn't it? It does make more power.
Yeah, an extra 100cc and everyone's stopping.
And that's the end of the fun. It's got a nice little burble on the overrun, hasn't it? It crackles, doesn't it? I don't know if that'll come out on the camera, but that sounds lovely. Later
on, if you open it up and change down at quite high revs, it sounds awesome. It's really nice. The neighbours don't like it. No, I expect they don't. We're going to have to do a little bit of a drag race, you do realise. We're going to have a little bit of just a roll on, not a drag race, just a roll on. We don't want to be flipping or high-siding our, our electronics-free motorcycles. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to get slightly higher bars for the R1. Just a little bit wide, a little bit higher, not much. Like even if you just sit up an inch, it makes quite a difference, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Big difference, big difference. But I like the way you sort of feel like you're in this. You feel like you're right behind the tank. It feels like the back. It feels like my arse is actually quite low, whereas it feels much higher on the R1. And I feel like I'm sat behind the bike rather than on it. It's definitely a sat on it feeling on the R1, isn't there? Yeah, Steve's is the same. The 2004. It feels more like you're sat on top of it. Yeah, that's got plenty of power, isn't it? It's plenty of power in there. What I've noticed is when you actually rev it, it's maybe not as fast as you'd think, sort of at the top end, but it's loads of mid-range, loads of bottom end, which is completely the opposite way of what modern sports bikes are like. So yeah, it's plenty for the road, isn't it? Loads of overtaking run. Yeehaw! I'll start braking now. Yeah, start braking now. The end of the road finishes in half a mile, so I'd start now if I was you. Okay. Is there a parachute on it or something? Is it? It's like captaining the Titanic. That's what I've got in my bum bag, as a parachute, just in case. You need an arrestor hook to stop you when you're for the junctions. Have a little slow down. Let's have a little roll on. Let's have a little roll on. A little second gear roll on. Mind you, I don't know what gear I'm in. Where's my gear indicator? No. Yeah, I can say, where's the gear indicator on here? I think that's second. I think that's second. Right, I'm in second now. Okay, let's do it. You count it in. 1, 2, 3, go. I think I've got a bit ahead here. There might be a power to weight difference here. Anyway, there's not much in it by the look of it, I don't think. I think the gearing on the Fireblade probably helps. Yeah, slightly re-geared. The extra power in this shows, definitely. Slow down a bit. Let's give them a little up through the box. Just give them a little first, second, third, just to have a little feel for the performance. Right, first gear. Right, you go then, mate. You go first. Just floor them. Start braking now. That's lovely, that is.
No quick shifter blippers here.
Yeah, none of that nonsense.
There's none of that nonsense. It's all manual here. It's all manual here. Oh, look, the front comes up. That in first gear. You open that up.
Go on then. Oh, that does sound good.
Woohoo! Even the braking performance at higher speed is great, isn't it? As well, it's still loads of power, even when you're going faster.
It's if you get a chance later on, get some speed up, then feed them on, and then really pull them on to stop, and you'll be amazed how good they are. It's such a nice feel, the Hell stuff. Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to look at doing that upgrade on the R1. I think because you can't ride it properly, let's say, with the brakes like they are, can you? Because they're so bad. I mean,
Yeah,
I could change the pads, could improve it, a pad change or whatever. It's got braided lines on it already. But I think you're wasting your time. You may as well just bite the bullet and master cylinder and new calipers, I think.
Well, despite their age, both of them are still very capable of getting you into trouble.
Oh, absolutely. The thing which I love is, as I said, you can't really, now the brakes are sorted, you can't really tell the difference between this and a modern bike. You know, obviously there's been 30 years or whatever of development between the, well, how old's this, 93?
93, so 36.
36 years old, this bike. And my God, with what you've done to it, and you have spent some money on it, that's, you know, this is not how it came. This is not how it came. But it feels, just like a modern bike, really. Now you've sorted those brakes. Obviously, you've got no electronics, quick shifters, gear indicators, but that's all just superfluous, isn't it?
You don't need it. I've got a manual choke. That confuses most people.
Oh, come through again, mate. Let me have another look at that R1. Yeah. Oh. It's got to be one of the best looking bikes ever made, I reckon. I may be biased, but
Well, I think the reason this is so quick is because it's had a polish and a whack, you see. It gets through the air easier.
we'll have a swap back in a minute, mate. We'll have a swap back and we'll check out your back passage.
Oh, hey. Well, you're a doctor.
Bend over, sir. Go on, give us some beanage. Beanage.
It is like an electric bike. It's weird.
The way it picks up speed, isn't it? Yeah, start braking about there.
Good place for carpet first to stop. Flooring specialists, but not so much stopping specialists. It does almost feel like the front tyre is a little bit underinflated on this when you start to tip it in, doesn't it?
It could be. I haven't checked it saying that. It could be.
Fair enough.
I don't think so, because their tyres weren't on that long ago, and I did check it all before the MOT, so, and that wasn't that long ago, so I think it's just the way it is. It may be the forks, you know, it could be that the fork needs doing, but yeah, or it could just be how it is, I don't know. Riding this is definitely tips in much nicer, so makes me wonder if there is something the suspension may need looking at. I don't know.
It almost feels when you tip in, it wants to sort of steer into the corner. I don't know. It's a strange feeling, but it's not hideous or anything like that.
It's just different, isn't it? It's just different.
But not something you won't get used to. You know, what I mean? Once you ride around for an hour or so, you don't tend to notice it.
No, and I don't know whether that is how they are, or whether there's something, like I say, whether the suspension needs looking at or whatever. But
I'm sure there's more people out there with one that will comment and see if theirs feels the same.
we're at Tangmere Aviation Museum. We've got some 80s classics here and also some 90s classics. So we're not here to talk about Harrier jump jets. I could spend the whole video talking about Harrier jump jets because I absolutely love them, but we're not. We're going to be talking about the sporty bikes. Here we are. So what we'll do, Adam, let's have a look at practical things, because one thing you'll notice with old sports bikes is how much storage you get on bikes of this generation compared to the modern stuff. So
For important stuff like tools and things, you mean?
let's have a look in your back passage.
Brace yourself.
Brace yourself. What sort of storage? How many McMuffins could be fitted here?
We could fit in, obviously, everything important you need
There's an
is
old classic,
microfiber cloths
microfibers,
and polish.
WD-40.
But having said that,
Look at that.
you could get
Look at
You
that.
can get a pint of milk, half a loaf of bread.
So you've got like a little
of butter.
boxed in section, and then
Yeah.
you've got just a bit of.
That's normally where the toolkit goes, but that's where some more
see.
microfiber
And
cloths
you've even
go.
got a hinged tail.
Complete with
hinged tail.
authentic squeak. Hey.
You've got a can of WD-40 there.
Yeah, no, this is the polish though.
Oh, is
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Oh,
no.
it's the polished version.
Yeah, practical
You've not got
stuff.
nothing practical.
Yeah, no, nothing that you need in the case of a breakdown, of course.
Let's have a look at the R1. So the R1, there's actually got a bit of a wider tail, I'd say, a little bit. If that's even possible, I think it's got a wider tail. And you have to turn the key. I can't turn the key and turn the key, and I'll
I'll do the honours.
You turn the key.
Go on it.
The R1 still very generous. Maybe not as deep as what you've got in the Blade, is it? But
No.
not quite as deep, but a similar sort of size. I mean, I've got tripods in here, camera mounts. Try and fit a camera mount in the new Fireblade in the tail section.
Yeah, no,
You've got nothing. You can get sandwiches, you know, you can get all sorts in there. Practical sports bikes. When did they disappear? When did they stop making
when do they
practical
stop making
bikes?
sports bikes with room for sandwiches and
Yeah.
flasks?
Got to get the priorities right, haven't they? Got to get the priorities right. Oh, she looks good, doesn't she? Classic Blade lines. Classic Yamaha lines. Oh, what a couple of beauties. Let me jump back on the my old faithful.
Old favourite, 5 minutes.
Faithful. I've had it. How long have I had it? A year? I've probably had it a year, I suspect.
So
You've
only,
had
only,
that
tw- only,
28
only
years.
20, yeah, only 27 to go, mate.
And then you'll know the bike. Right, let's have a go back on this. See how
Well,
she feels.
This feels a lot heavier.
Yeah, it's that initial sort of. It feels. Look how squishy this is compared to yours. It's very squishy. I'm wondering whether them front forks need a bit of attention.
It's very level though when you're doing that.
Yeah, there's definitely, the bars are definitely lower and your arse is higher on this, isn't it? That's how I'd describe it.
Yeah.
Your arse is higher, the bars are lower, which makes it all in all more uncomfortable. I don't think it's pulling anywhere. I don't think it's pulling any direction or whatever.
It doesn't feel like it wants to. It's constantly turning. It's just when you turn in at low speed.
It feels like the forks aren't equal, like one fork's got less oil in than the other, or it's adjusted incorrectly compared to the other. There's definitely something not quite right with the front end, so I'm going to have to look into that. But it's nothing which you can't ride around, isn't it? But it's just giving a bit of a funny feel to the front. We ought to check the tyre pressures at the garage. It turned out I've probably got 15 psi in the tyre. Yeah, this feels like it's got more at the bottom, bit more at the bottom. That could be just due to the fact it's got, you know, it's a bit higher capacity slightly, or that could be because it's all standard and there's more power at the bottom, less at the top. Whereas yours has got the Dynajet kit, I guess, isn't it, and the pipe and stuff.
Yeah, so it's fully kitted. I think they used to call it a stage 3
Right. Yeah.
at the time. So that was the full system and the air filter and everything. So
This could have Dynajet jets in it, you know. It could have the stuff onto the carb, and then it's got the standard can on it now. So who knows? But the fueling does feel lovely on this. I have to say, I think the fueling is perfect on this, so I'm not going to mess with that.
it's very smooth.
Yeah, I could probably get a bit more at the top end if you get it mapped, but I don't really care about the top end. I'd rather have that drivability in the mid-range and bottom end. It's never going to be the fastest bike I own anyway, so what's the point, you know? But the way these are tuned for the road is just great, isn't it? But it feels electric, doesn't it? Because it's so quiet. It's very smooth. It feels a little bit more. Obviously, there's almost 10 years difference between them, isn't there? 8 years difference. I think the engine feels a little bit more refined at the bottom. You know, a bit less vibes, maybe just a little bit smoother, perhaps. Just a little bit more refined.
I think you find that with a lot of the first iteration of stuff, don't you? Like even the Aprilias, like the first Millis, people seem to say they feel a little bit more raw compared to the later models, and the Fireblade was the same. It got tamed a little bit, didn't it?
Because you have also got a Milli, haven't you? You have also got a Milli.
I've got to be careful what I say because the purists will shoot me. So it's a 2000. It's a 2007 Gen 2 RSV factory.
Come on, what have you done to it? You've ruined it, haven't you? What have you done to it?
What have I done? Well, you know, I'm not the sort of person that, you know, changes much on a bike. So but it's actually quite subtle compared to this. So it's almost had a Tuono conversion. So just to make it a little bit more comfortable. But it's had a few modifications done by Griff and the guys at AP Workshops have sorted it out. So it's had bits done, new rear sets, like I say, the Rizoma bars, the Tuono top yoke, open airbox kit on it, all that kind of stuff. So the only downside to doing that is that the fairing, the top fairing, has to be cut, and I didn't want to cut the original, so I bought a second-hand one, had it all painted up, and cut that instead. Yeah, so all the original parts, the top yoke, the clip-ons, everything is all still at home in a box.
Yeah, what we're going to go out and do a similar thing, aren't we, with me on my Hyper and you on your Millie, and we'll have a little bit of a V-twin vlog on the old bikes as well. So if you've enjoyed this one, we will do that again on our old V-twins. What I am pleased about is the little things which I was a little bit worried about, like the clutch and the clunky second gear I had on this bike. It's much better with the new chain of sprockets and the clutch. Coming for you. They're still faster, aren't they? They're still well fast enough to have fun on, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely.
We're still rocket ships.
I think with this sort of thing, you feel like you're going faster, whereas the modern stuff, it's you're going the sort of speed you don't realise you're doing it half the time.
Yeah, that's fair comment. What I love about this is if you just sort of, okay, we're going a little bit quick now. If you do sort of 60, 4,500 revs, well that's 70 mile an hour, 4,500 revs, give it a handful. It's got a load of drive at that speed.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good. Well, you come in that lane, I'll go in this one, and we'll give it a little bit of a full throttle at 60 miles an hour.
What sort of revs you're at?
Well, top gear at 60. I'll count it in. 3, 2, 1, go. Look at it, the R1's got the pull there, look at it pull.
Oh, that's why you put me in this lane, because there was a car in the way.
Even with the big fatty on it, it's still got that. That's what's so impressive with this. The mid-range pull is incredible. Oh, the R1's got the drive. The R1's got the drive. Yeah, there's definitely something a little bit reluctant with that front end. It's a little bit reluctant to lay down. It's not too happy about it. I'll have to look at that. Sorry guys, I can't give this bike away yet. I've got to check out the front end to see what's going on with it. That could take a few years for me to get around to that.
It could take a good 20 years to sort that out.
Yeah, I've got records to break. I need to keep it longer than that. I'm going to keep it longer than 28 years now. I have to have it buried with it.
Mind you, to be fair, it's taken me 28 years to get the suspension sorted on this, so you've got time.
So we might do the giveaway in 28 years time. Let's just round it up to 30 years time. We'll do the giveaway on this one.
I'll still be on this, so it's all good. I need a cup of tea and a cake.
Oh, how are you talking?